Hello, 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 hello. Here we are at Q&A, and it says it's loading, loading, loading. Woo! Here we go. Gotcha. I'm just gonna type in here real quick so I know that it's live. At everyone, at followers, whatever that works too. At Q&A, I'm gonna cover a deal review that I was doing and answer some questions that I've had, and then go over the post that I did on how, I'll write that here, to do no money out of pocket deals. There we go. Live. All right, we're in. I know we had some peeps say that we were jumping on here. I just want to make sure the chat works. I put a little something in there. Put in the chat that you can see and hear me. That would be awesome. I would love to talk to you about a deal review that I just did, but some feedback and Q&A would be cool. And I see a couple people on here. Can you just type in the chat and let me know that it's active? And those of you that are hitting the replay, catching this on the replay, go ahead and hit replay. Let me know that you came here to view this so that we can know that people are getting the info. You know how Facebook is sometimes. I see and hear you, Marjorie says. Marjorie says, it's working. Yay. Awesome, awesome. So anyone who had questions prior to, I gather those questions and I answer them here on the weekly live. So when you have questions, please come into the group, type the question either on the post that says the event or somewhere in the group, right? So that I know that you have a question. Otherwise, it's really tough to support you guys. But so one of the questions I had that I wanted to go over was a deal review. And what do you see, Joanna, in this deal? And so today is, it's more about what I see, like what could be, right? What could be in the deal. And a lot of that is seeing between the lines. And this particular deal came and it was listed on the MLS, and they didn't seem like they were very motivated. So I hate giving back deals where I say, I'm sorry, they're just really not that motivated. I really want to teach you how to find motivated sellers so that you're not spinning your wheels on deal after deal that's not going to go through. I mean, I know we have to kiss a lot of frogs, but I want to give you some tips and tricks to looking at deals that are more forthcoming for you to close on. So this particular deal has been on the market for 90 days. And even though that seems like it's some motivation, time, right? It may not be motivation enough. So getting the story, and then sometimes that's really tough to get the story through the realtor. So you get to educate the realtor as well in asking, some questions like, why are they really selling? What's going on with the deal? And why is it still here? Like all of those things. And then what does the seller really, really want? And the first answer is never the real one. And it's really tough when you're talking to the realtor to actually get the realtor to ask the real question from the seller. So I invite you guys to have a little bit of patience with realtors and know that sometimes there's a deal there, even though the realtor said, well, they're probably not interested. They may be. And never, ever, ever go around a realtor. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying sometimes realtors have to be educated in asking proper questions to the seller. And all it is you educating the realtor on your investor strategy, right? You're not trying to be the higher up or better or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. What you need is more of a explanation of, I'm trying to do creative real estate investing, and sometimes they'll hang up on you right there. A lot of realtors don't want to do it because they're putting their commission at risk, and they don't think the seller would want to do it. Or they may have heard from the seller that they don't want to carry paper, but they didn't educate him in how great it could be and why they would want to do that. They just said, do you want to do seller financing? And they go, no, I don't want to do nothing. And then it's a matter of, oh, okay, well, he said no. But there's no education there. She didn't educate, he didn't educate the seller. So with that being said, today we're going to review just a little bit more on that and speaking with sellers and the deal that I went over. So I did post on the my personal page how I did a deal. No money out of pocket. Some of you put portfolio into the comments, so I'll be sending you a message to really dive into like some personal things about like where you're at in your real estate, where do you want to go. So that's why we send a personal message to get to know you and send you the right resources, really. But let's welcome some of the new people here. The new people here, we have Maria, and I'm going to specifically say hi since you posted into the comments there. Jane Clark, Kevin, Netta, and Priscilla, Angelica, Clyde, and Cherie are some of the new members. Oh, and Santasha. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I'm not always really good with names, but I do want to acknowledge you and welcome you, warmly welcome you inside of the group. I'm Joanna Wright, founder of Bottom Line Wealth, and I help entrepreneurs, I help women to create their own economic independence so that they can be independent of the government, a W-2 job, or most importantly, your significant other. I know a lot of women stay, even men too, but mostly it's women. And I say it because that's my background from back in the day, that in being in a relationship that was awful because you're financially dependent on it, right? So we don't want that. We want your own economic independence, and that's what I'm here for, is to help you guys rise, get into the real estate, because there's a few things, actually there's a lot of things, but there's a few things as to why I do this. It's also because of a retirement plan. A lot of us don't have a retirement plan. And cash flow, so that you can go follow your passions. Those are the two main things that I strive for my clients, okay? Create your own retirement plan and cash flow so you can go follow your passions, all right? So with that being said, I'm going to go back over to my deal that I was talking about. Welcome everybody to the group. It's brand new here. And inside of the deal, we're looking at, on the MLS, right? In the MLS, sometimes it's difficult to get past the realtors. So what I invite you to do is to actually find them offline. And we're going to be covering that in the upcoming masterclass. I'll give you the deets to that, so you can just type masterclass in there. If you want the details, like I have this very short window today. I'm on here for about 20 minutes. So answering Q&A, it could be a little bit longer. Sometimes it's a half hour, just depending on the questions that I get. I will stay here until all of you are taken care of. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes we're just like 15, 20 minutes. So I have this small window to give you these details. What I do have coming is a masterclass that will deep dive into those details. So if you want to, type masterclass in the comments and we'll make sure that you get the deets for that so that you can sign up. There will be a very detailed deal review in that, a very detailed deal review of the one that I posted that I just was talking about on my personal profile. Excuse me. And I took a little tour and I was like, literally, no money out of my pocket, how I found the motivated seller, how I did the numbers, how I got a hold of everyone to pull it all together, how I orchestrated the whole thing. Because it doesn't matter that I did it. It matters how I did it so you guys can do it too, right? So if you guys are wanting to know that, just type masterclass in the comments here. That is part of the portfolio thing that I was speaking about on my personal page. I want to make sure that you inside of my group get dibs on how to do all of that, okay? So in the deal that I was reviewing today, this is one of my clients. My clients do get to run deals past me for two reasons. One, to keep them safe in their contract if they don't understand the contracts. And if you are someone who understands contracts, have done a few deals, or maybe you're a realtor, it's my creative eyes on it. So there's two main reasons why deals go across my desk. And I have a specific criteria of things that I ask for, so it literally only takes me a small time to review. And I love doing it. That's like kind of what I love about real estate, is finding the nugget or the answer in what to say in a deal. Because we don't find deals. I'm not telling people this is where you find deals. No. Go grab what you see, and then we create the deal. And this is what I go over with my clients. And they're making 3 or 4 offers a week and dialing this in. So again, we have to kiss a lot of frogs. I said that earlier. We have to kiss a lot of frogs sometimes. But sometimes those frogs come back. Like that initial kiss on that frog, and they're like, no, I'm not going to do anything, creative or anything like that. And it's just because they're not educated, typically is why they say no, because if they're confused, a confused mind will just shut down. Okay? The confused mind will just shut down. So you have to be specific with them in how you're structuring it. And we're going to go over that in the masterclass in much detail. Again, we have a very short window here. So, but really understanding how I did the deal is very similar, or how I did the deal that I posted on my personal profile is what I'm going to explain in detail. If you're VIP, so if you get the VIP in it, that's where I'm going to spend the most time doing Q&A and deal review. You're going to get a good chunk of it in the beginning, and you guys can decide if you want to know more. That's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. But those of you that are ready to rock and roll, like 2024 is coming up, and another year has passed where you haven't closed on a real estate deal. And my students are closing on deals. We just had another deal go into escrow this past week. So I just closed on a few myself, and I did 1.2 million last year. So there's just so much out there. There's no reason for you to not. There's no reason for you to not be doing deals. There just isn't. If there is, type in the comments, what is your reason why you have not done a deal? Type in the comments and let me know. And so this is how I can support you. Okay? This is how I can support you. Type in the comments why you haven't done a deal yet. And then I would love to give you some love around it. So let me know. I know the comments are a little bit slow, so I'll wait for that to come through. But yeah, inside of the masterclass, you're going to get the details on the how, right? Like what real estate can do for you, and the details that it's been able to do for my clients. Okay, some of them are on their 5th, 6th, or 11th property. So I'm just telling you, there's deals out there so that you can do it now. All right? Deals out there so you can do it now. Tell me what's stopping you from doing real estate, because I would love to support you on that. Okay? So in this masterclass, it's basically a mini version of what we're covering here today. Or actually of the 5-day challenge. It's a mini version of all that I've covered in the 5-day challenge, if you've ever done that. This will get you to understand finding deals, understanding the numbers, understanding what I see inside of deals. So let me see if I have the link here. I do, actually. I'm going to go ahead and share. Masterclass. There you go. So sign up for that. That is next week. So we're going to be going through the different things about real estate, about finding deals, about your market, diving into your market, and then knowing how I do deals. So that's VIP day, is you get the recordings and you actually get to run through the deal and see how I do it so that you can do it too. That's where you're going to get the juicy nuggets from, right? Again, we have a small window here. So in this window, I just want to let you guys know that sometimes on the MLS, it's not that motivating. We have a vault of some of our best trainings. If you need that, Christine has that. She's on here right now. We have a vault of some of our best trainings that you can get access to, the softwares that we use, and yeah, any questions you guys have around that, feel free to ask. There's an opportunity to book a call so that you can get clarity, maybe get a game plan or something like that. So we're here for you. Just so you know, we're here for you, those of you that are brand spanking new. We do a lot of training in here, and this is typically our Q&A. So Marjorie says, I need your support. Yes, absolutely. I got you. I got you. And I also know that we have our accelerator program that starts in January. So you'll be getting details about that. Let me see if I can find any other questions here. Any questions? I want to make sure I get to everybody here. Hi, Bahara. BJ, I should say, right? BJ, she likes BJ. Because I never say Bahara correctly. Oh, this is a good one, Tammy. Thank you. I'm afraid to make mistakes once I find a deal. That is such a powerful statement. And I get it. Because I was once there, super afraid to make mistakes. I know my very first deal that I closed on, I went around the building like 17 times. What am I doing? What am I doing? It was my first investment property. I bought it out of state. I was in California. It was in Nampa, Idaho. And I thought, what the am I doing? This is crazy. You know, no experience whatsoever as an investor. And that started my whole career right there in jumping into the whole investor side of the world. I had understood mortgage as a mortgage broker, as a realtor. I had understood all of those things, but and always gave away my leads, right? Always gave away my leads. So now I close on my leads. I actually have to hold back a little bit because I get a lot of deals that come to me, and I want you guys to be in that same spot, right? So don't compare my chapter 20 with your chapter 1. You can get there. You just have to wait till you write the pages and turn the pages. Right? You have to turn enough pages to get to your chapter 20, and that's making deals, making offers, going through the experience that I take you through. I'm one of the few people out there in the world that will take you through an experience. A lot of people just say, hey, go do this, go do that, and they're just talking heads, right? And I have had compliments of I give more in my 5-day challenge than most companies, $40,000 companies do. I had one of my participants say, I paid $40,000 and I learned more from you than anything I got from them. And it's so true. And this is why I do what I do, because I have gone and paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to different gurus out there, only to be left in the cold and really trying to figure it out on my own. I don't want you guys to be on your own. I want to take you by the hand. And Tammy, the best thing I could do for you is have you take the accelerator class with me so that you can go deal for deal, right? And I walk you through it and I hold your hand. If you would like me to hold your hand, just put hand in the comments. We're going to serve you the best way we can, okay? And so we're going to send you a private DM and figure out exactly how it is that we could serve you, and then we'll put you in that direction. Right? It's called a game plan. If you don't have a game plan, you need to get a game plan. And I'm just saying that because we could be so lost in this industry because there's so much information. The information highway is so great, and you could be lost out there in a heartbeat or taken in the wrong direction in a heartbeat. And I say that because I train on wholesale, fix and flip, buy and hold, and money lending. And some of you think you have to do wholesale, and that's fine if you want to, but you don't have to. Some of you can actually go directly to holding property. You just don't understand yet how easy that is. And Tammy, if you're scared, you need someone in your corner by your side that is in today's trenches, which I just closed on 2 of them myself, creatively, no money out of pocket, right? I'm telling you to have somebody by your side, even if not me. Ladies and gentlemen, even if not me, I'm okay with that. Just make sure you have someone in today's trenches that will give you the love that I want you to have, okay? That will take you through by the hand. Marjorie says hand. Take me by the hand. Absolutely. I'm going to take you step by step so that you can not be afraid anymore. I will keep you as safe as I possibly can. As long as you're checking in with me and showing me your deals, I can keep you safe. If you go hide in the corner and don't ask for help, I can't support you. So again, jump on these calls here. They're free to you to ask the questions. Keeping you safe is what I can do, and I think that's the main thing. Marjorie says money. Money is the thing that holds me back. Okay, I just announced that I just did 2 deals, no money out of pocket. None. So Marjorie, what you need is resource money, right? So how do you find that money? That's what we're going to cover, okay, in this masterclass and in the accelerator. We're going to deep dive inside the accelerator in finding that money. So Tammy, there's really nothing to be afraid of when you do things, when you have someone in your corner by your side. Once you find a deal, if there is any question about the deal, you cancel it. If there's anything that's negative about it, you just cancel it, and those contingencies inside that contract keep you safe. Okay, so writing a contract, if that's something that you need support with, that's inside of our training. So make sure you're reaching out and saying, I need the training so that I can make sure that I write proper contracts. And creative contracts, what does that look like? Okay, so again, making sure to keep you safe, hold your hand, walk you through, and make sure you have all the things you need to close on real estate. Because, ladies, you have the power, and I think you're more afraid of success than you are failure. What if you're successful? What if you had all the money? What if you had all the resources? What if you had all your questions answered? How does that feel? How does that feel? And you get all of those things by participating in these trainings, right? And asking your questions and being a part. I am so here for you. I have so much love for you, and I appreciate you being a part of this community. And so I want to give as much as I can. And then each level that we go in, right, we have different levels, and you just get more. You just get more, right? So get in where you fit in, but do something. Take action. Take action. Action should be your #1 word for 2024, if it wasn't this year. Action should be your word, right? Sometimes, I don't know if you guys study the brain and goals and things like that, but that's part of my company, is we set intentions. We declare what we're going to do, okay, with our intentions, and we do weekly accountability meetings for my clients. So again, there's a lot that I give. Get in where you fit in. Show up on these lives. Ask your questions. Have a deal. Ask questions. Where do I find the deals? Ask questions about where you're looking. But let action be what moves you forward. Okay? Well, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Bahar says thank you so much for your generosity, and thank you. Thank your team. Yes, absolutely. If it weren't for my team, I wouldn't be able to serve you as much as I can. So yes, lots of love to my team, to Christine, and Angela, and so Vanessa, and so many of my team that is able to jump in here and support. Just amazing, just amazing. The more love I can give, the better. So ask your questions away. If you guys are hitting the replay, go ahead and type replay, ask your questions in here. We could circle back and give you either a typed answer, or we'll put it on next week's call. All right? Super. Well, I love you guys, and I will see you either in the training that's coming up that starts on the 12th, so make sure you ask. Masterclass is the next in line here that we have. Yeah, we're coming up, and it's going to be 3 days. 3 days, okay? And we're going to deep dive into deal review, your market, why your market's important, finding deals, finding the money, all of that is going to be in our 3-day masterclass. The VIP, we're going to actually run step by step through a deal. Okay, step by step through a deal, and you'll get the replays. So if you want to just jump into the VIP on that one, that's next week. And I will see you in the trainings. Love you so much. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Bye.